fucking answer.
Welcome back, everybody. We
Technical difficulty.
yeah, we had some technical difficulties.
Oh.
So is that Judy?
Yeah,
I ju-
she came.
I had no idea whether that was a genuine reaction or not, so I didn't want to say like.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
So
That's
okay,
fucking Dark Souls.
yeah. Fuck you, you fucking dick! Always naysaying.
Oh,
I can
You
use
should-
them.
don't test me, Alex.
got-
Caesar, I am not playing with you like in the slightest. It is not me pushing your buttons right now.
Yeah, you know what, Caesar? I'm sorry you're.
It's Andrew.
I think you're blowing it out of proportion.
It's Andrew.
Caesar, you're blowing this out of proportion.
Get off your knees and stop blowing the game. Okay, can I continue?
Go next to?
Can I continue my fucking Goodwill rant?
Go ahead.
So after my grandma passed away, I said no, I'm not. It's fine. I'm not gonna work at Goodwill no more. But then I kind of got over it, and then they did this really shitty thing to me recently where they were like, my coworkers would buy really expensive things for like $2 on their lunch breaks, and so everybody does it, right? The boss does it. The managers do it. The boss's boss did it. And so I bought the most expensive thing I heard anyone buy was like maybe like a $60 Apple TV. Someone bought a TV and then the cashier bought a $600 printer for $2.
Oh my
And
god.
so nobody bats an eye.
But when I
buy a $50 toy,
hate these rats.
Oh my god, dude.
Ron, just get good.
when I
No,
buy
screw you.
Calm down, Caesar, it's okay. Caesar,
It came her rage.
Andrew, shut up.
What? I'm not saying anything.
You're
I know,
literally
just-
saying all the things.
Just
not-
stop talking.
Okay, first of all, no. Okay.
First, second of all, shut up.
Don't you say shit. Don't you say anything. Before this last time, it was Alex. Don't you say anything to me. The first time he exploded was Alex. Don't say anything.
I didn't do anything. What are you talking
Either
about?
you take all the tries you need.
Caesar. I was talking about Goodwill. Andrew's fucking talking about how you suck. So
I disagree.
I'm talking about how Goodwill fucking discriminated against me and
So
harassed
can you
me.
finally tell us what it was you bought?
I bought a little thing called the Anki Cosmo, and it's like a $50 or like $60 toy, and like it's a toy. So everybody else bought like a TV and shit. And the manager who fucking threw me under the bus. She's been buying like child diapers and like pads and shit like that for like her grandson. And she's trying to like fucking weasel her way into like a higher position, even though she's the manager's manager. She's like the right hand man of the boss. So there was an actual conspiracy going on where it was like, she was trying to get another manager fired for letting that stuff happen, even though she does it too. So the manager, she's like, yeah, you can buy this or yeah, you can do that because it's chill because no one cares. It's Goodwill, right? So the what they told us was that the cashier, who has no like relation or like friendship or any means of communicating with our boss, texted her that about the robot I bought, and then the boss asked the manager's manager about it, and she was like, oh, I don't know, let me text with the regular managers. So they were like, oh, where is it? And like, oh, I don't know. So they asked the second manager, and he's like, oh, Alex bought it. And then so like, oh, Alex bought it and stuff like that. And so I guess the cashier, so that's the whole thing. Like the cashier would never, because she's like an old lady. She's like a grandma. She really doesn't care. And so she's like, so she was all like, for some reason she knew about the robot, right? For some reason she knew and was going, so for some reason the cashier knew, then texted our boss that texted the manager's manager about it, which doesn't make any sense because we ain't friends like that, you know, like what I mean? Caesar, don't get shot here. So what they So what they did to me was that they were like, Alex, you need to bring that back, and we're gonna give you the money back. We're gonna give you your money back. Just bring it back, and everything's gonna be fine. We didn't tell the boss, and so I have a stress disorder, and I know like most of you guys know that, and I'm like, I'm good at keeping myself calm and shit like that because I'm not like a fucking lunatic. So like I like half the time I'm just like a normal dude. Not half the time, like a majority of the time, I'm not like a fucking like. Yeah, half the time I'm like, ha, I'm so silly. But like I don't let my stress get to me. So when it happens, I get like actual stress attacks, like a fucking outburst. Like so, like my normal stress, my everyday life, I have like a normal my normal stress is higher than others. And I have this thing. It's like called like my therapist. I don't know if they were like full of it. They're like it's called like catastrophism or catastrophism. Like the thing that killed the fucking dinosaurs. And so it just means like my mind is like going like a billion times like miles per hour like constantly. And like I have like my three little consciousnesses in my brain. So like my inner monologue and my fucking like conscience. And shit like that, so they're always fucking like talking to each other. And so when I get like a stress attack, it's like my mind starts racing really fast, and then like my inner monologues start like fucking like talking over each other, and it makes it really hard to concentrate. And then like I get like this weird little static in my my brain, so like it's like shh. And like I'll get spots in my vision too sometimes. And like I'll freeze and I can't fucking talk because like it's really hard to focus with all this fucking shit going on in my brain because I can't get a single thought through.
Yeah.
And like I'll go stiff, like I can't fucking move. And like I can't talk and this and that and shit like that. And that's like my normal ass fucking like stress, like panic attacks basically. Like that's like everything I go through whenever I have like one every blue moon, cause I'm good at controlling my fucking stress. But this time it was like all of that, but a couple extra things. Oh god, like I was having like fucking PTSD to like fucking like shitty things growing up. Like I was like, oh, fucking therapy and shit like that. Like oh like I really like my brain I guess made the connection that like oh I hated getting in trouble at work because it just reminded me of the therapist's office, because they really just didn't fucking care about me. They like put on, they're like, oh what do you do normally? I'm like, oh I watch a YouTube channel, I watch YouTube. So they like, oh here's a laptop, watch Game Grumps. Like that's what my therapy was. That's literally
that was my speech therapy.
Watching Game Grumps.
No, watching Seth Bling from Minecraft.
watching what?
You know who Seth Bling is?
No, but that's I'm glad I'm that's shitty what they did, but I'm glad we kind of went through the same thing.
Yeah, but no, my speech therapy was like, yeah, just say the little R and then you'll be okay.
The letter
Yeah.
Well,
R.
are you?
Fuck
You're
those
saying the letter
guys.
R?
Fuck those guys.
No, I have trouble seeing ER. For some reason.
No, it's fucking therapists. But like the office at work, like the office at Goodwill, like it's just so similar to my therapist office. So I guess it was like this like subconscious fucking like extra layer of stress. So I had this weird ass outburst at work, and for the first time I felt like I was going to pass out. Like I felt my like fingers go numb, and I was like, here I go. And
Everything's going black.
yeah. So but the thing is that like I could talk over it this time. Like I said I can't talk because I can't get fucking like words through.
Yeah.
But I guess like this time I was like fucking like saying, okay, you need to be able to talk in case of defending yourself. So the entire time I could talk. Oh my god! I love our
There she
characters.
is.
Yeah.
The love of my life.
Dordilla.
You hurt me. Love of my
She looks like that worm.
You know what,
the like
Alex, this story reminds me of something.
the Schmeat.
No,
Oh
so-
Jesus Christ!
Oh, but wait. Let me finish my story first.
You want
So-
to see my waifu?
Yes. So this time with all that extra shit going on, it kind of felt, oh, it's
There he
Solaris.
is.
I love you.
My man.
My man. But
push him
so
off.
yeah. What is your decision?
Of course, anything for you, Soler. My
Anything for you.
baby. Anything.
Oh, but
This is a pretty strange.
so I can so my stress thing whenever
I'm gonna have sex with him later on.
Thank you, Caesar. To finish off my thing about why I resigned from my Goodwill career was that
Oh my
It
god.
wasn't
So-
really a career. to be
I know
honest.
I'm being an asshole about it. I'm phrasing it. So I had an extra fucking panic attack and like so there was extra symptoms or like extra things going on and I could talk over it, so I had this like control. So when I have a panic attack or like a stress attack normally, I get sick after like for a day. Like until I go to bed I'll feel sick, like I'll be nauseous. And my body will be really hot like a cold. And
Sounds like a fever.
yeah, like a fever. So like I'll get nauseous and I guess I get a fever or something every time I have a panic attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I'm
this
gonna be
time-
farming souls right now.
Okay.
Farm those souls, my baby boy. But this time it took me 4 days to recover from that stress attack.
I thought you said it was 2.
No, like whenever like I get no, it was 4 days.
I don't remember. Oh well.
But whenever
sucks.
whenever I have a stress attack, I get nauseous and then like I get like my body gets hot. So like you said, I get like probably a fever.
Yeah.
So like as soon as I go to sleep, when I wake up I feel better.
Oh god.
But it took me fucking 4 days after this last one, and then after I went to work, and I was like, you know what, fuck all of you. You didn't even apologize to me. This and that. I packed all my shit, like, cause I have a locker at work because I'm the one who like does quite a lot over there. And so I packed all my tools and I grabbed all my shit and I said, hey, this is my last day of work. I'm not coming back. Fuck all of you.
Did you actually say that?
No. I just
Or would you say that you left because they had no goodwill?
I remember.
I said my resignation letter was I have it right
Fuck you.
here.
Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear music. Judy loves music.
Tell Judy to shut up. Turn that off. I'll text her right now.
Alex says to
We can't
shut
hear
up.
it.
You? Wait, where's your mic?
Oh god.
Judy, your breath smells. Get out of here.
Okay.
Bye,
Okay,
Judy.
bye.
See you,
No,
Judy.
Stop! Go away!
What's happening?
No, but I don't think she pressed something.
Okay. I'm.
It was like 2 squeaky noises.
And it fucked all the recording.
Yeah, Judy. Thanks a lot. Fuck
Why did she give
OneDrive.
me? I don't know. Judy just gave me 25 cents.
That's awesome.
I just gave. I had like $1 and like. I had $1 bill and like 4 quarters, so I just gave it to people on my last day of being in the door.
I found my resignation letter. Due to recent events, I have been discriminated. Along with past harassment and abuse, I will no longer take the incompetence and disrespect of management. I will no longer be returning to work. And so that was it. That's
You
my.
should have took a dump
should've
on the
watched your
manager's
business
on the boss's desk.
You should.
In the drawer.
Why
You
they
should
they
have watched your ass. It was like the bottom of the paper, so like after they read through the thing, and the bottom would just be like a shit smear.
I took all my toolboxes and stuff like that. So they're now instead of having me there as like they're like.
You should have gotten a Q-tip and like rubbed it around in your belly button and smeared it all over the paper so to spin it up.
That's nasty.
I don't know.
Should have
my-
sprayed the liquid with like liquid ass.
You know.
I don't know. When I quit, my manager was like, "Okay, here's a check," and then
I know. You see.
Yeah, Caesar worked in paradise.
Yeah, Caesar fucking worked in paradise compared to like, I kind of really want to make it like a best of Goodwill, Or like a best of Goodwill versus Little Caesars.
That would be a depressing video.
I know, but it'd be like a log of all the fucking bullshit they put me through.
You've been talking about like bullshit at Goodwill for.
It's the
as
only
long as
thing
you've
that
been working
it's
there.
the only thing that happens there.
Dude,
Bullshit.
okay, that story reminded me of something.
Yeah, okay, continue.
So-
Yeah.
So there was this girl who used to work at like a sandwich shop I used to work at.
Buh.
So she was like this like 30-year-old-ish, like really
I remember.
really big fat like black lady, and she was like missing teeth and shit.
A
Uh-huh.
meth addict.
Yeah, she looked like a meth addict, and like you know that Amazon ad where it's like the
Oh.
POV of a box and there's like the really fat like black lady who's like staring into it and she looks
I have
like a
picture
demon.
of that.
No.
Okay. I
And
literally took
so
a picture of it when Amazon had that first as their advertisement.
That is
So I
fucking terrifying.
I remember it because I was working with her one day, and she was just being so fucking mean to me, and she was just being really rude like all the time. It would be like little shit, and she'd like bump into me, and then she'd be like really aggressive around me for like no reason. So
Huh?
at some point, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna tell my boss about this because I don't want to work with her anymore. And
Oh my god! Freaking Judy sent me a fucking loud video.
so
Scared the shit out of me. God damn it.
So this girl, she's been really mean to me, and I reported my boss and all this crap. And so I already don't like this girl. And then so my boss talks to like me, her, like the managers, like everyone about like the thing, like how she can't be like mean to me for like whatever reason.
Yeah.
And what's so funny to me is that because like apparently she has like really bad like anxiety or some crap, and then she'll like lash out sometimes. And she lashed out at my boss one day, and that's how she got fired because because like if you're working in a fast food chain, like even if you have anxiety, you have to realize like at some point you're gonna have to deal with like it being very
No
hectic.
one cares.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she would like it was hectic one day, and like my boss, like the lady who owns the restaurant, like asked her to like go up front to help. And she was like doing whatever, and then she like said to like do something that was like very basic, and she just like, oh, I fucking am, and or no, she said to like start smiling more with the customer, and she just like fucking started like cussing at her.
Okay.
So she gets fired,
Yeah.
and I come back from work one day, and I see her like names off the schedule. I'm like, oh, did she quit? And my manager's just looking at me, and she's like nodding no. I'm like, oh, like, what happened to her? And she got fired. So she got fired, and I'm just thinking back to this one time where she was talking to me, a very light-skinned person, and like my white-ass manager, about like how the word picnic is racist because like it comes from like pick an N-word to like barbecue alive. And I'm just it was incredible to me how like someone could be so stupid and believe that. And I remember David, because we used to live in the same dorm, like every once in a while I just like I would be in utter disbelief that someone could be so stupid. Like, David, do you remember?
I remember you came back and you came back from work one day and you just came in and you were like, oh my fucking god, this one bitch at work.
I'm gonna have sex with him.